Hi team, this presentation is to familiarize all the members of our Thermodynamics outpatient team with our social media program. Starting with our projects and initiatives, Stealth Media is a proprietary software used by our company to track the activities in the social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. It helps us contact the patients showing interest in our physical therapy facilities through an ad based algorithm. Violet Collective, it's a social media team. Along with Stealth Media, we also have a team working with us, which helps us expand and maintain our media presence on Facebook, Instagram, Twitters, and others. This team is led by Sean, and the patients are reached out via text or email by Brittany and Christina. Michael Kafka. Michael Kafka is our publisher who helps us connect with various sources like APTA, Nike, Reebok, Runner's World, ESPN, etc. Publishings and blogs by our skilled and experienced physical therapists help our patients and others to learn about the quality of care provided by our company. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. As a collective effort, our goal is to spread awareness by sharing the technology used at our facilities, skilled procedures, and excellent quality of services provided by Theradynamics. Google reviews. It is expected that all the clinical and non clinical staff should have a relationship of trust with their patients. Having a good rapport with the patients clears all barriers and hesitation between the patients and the staff, and in turn reflects on the office ratings. It is vital to make sure that our patients are aware with the state of the art technologies used in our clinics, and this is translated well on their reviews. So, it is of high importance that all the staff members of each clinic work as a team to maintain the high ratings of your office. Now, we will be discussing the workflow of our social media program model. A lead shows interest in our facilities. Clinic captain, Brittany or Christina, reaches to the lead and schedules as SM discovery and mentions the body part in the notes. Once the lead arrives to the location, the lead is arrived as new client. Head therapist will then give tour of the facility. Before we start any assessment or even touch the lead, have the lead complete the consent part of the welcome packet before starting with the body composition, that's in body, or vitals with blood pressure, etc. And depending on the clinic and the technology, the therapist performs quick consult and determines if the lead is safe for full 3D motion analysis, CAMS, or just range of motion test if it's applicable to your location. The therapist will then proceed with a 10-minute compression massage if safe or if the patient does not have any contraindications. The therapist reviews report of findings and discusses with lead whether they are a candidate for physical therapy or not. At this point, there are two outcomes. One, the lead agrees or says yes to evaluation. If the lead says yes for evaluation, in this case, the lead will complete the whole welcome packet with insurance information. And following the session, the patient will be given standard follow up appointments for future visits. If the lead agrees, but due to time constraints or other reasons, is not able to stay for complete evaluation, but is able to come on a specific day, in this case, the appointment status on that day should be changed to SM reschedule, and a new appointment is scheduled on the desired day as SM discovery. Similarly, if the lead wants to have complete evaluation but does not have a specific day in mind, in this case, the appointment status on that day should be changed to SM reschedule, but the new appointment is scheduled in 1 week from that day as SM recall. Any change of appointment or status of the lead must be noted in the system in additional notes with a brief update. Moving to the second possibility, that the lead either denies complete evaluation, has no medical necessity, or is not a suitable candidate for physical therapy as per the therapist. In this case, the lead gets the free advertised compression massage, if applicable, in your clinic, and the status of the appointment is changed to SM Discovery Discharge. As we all know, we are growing as a company and opening new clinics in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. We have introduced state of the art technologies in our clinics to better serve and provide the best possible services to all our patients. We have a lot of opportunities and programs coming up for the therapists, including fall prevention program, sports performance program, wellness program, and for exceptional therapists to be able to run the flagship locations. The expectations from head therapists is to make your clinic more active, participatory, and lively. This can be achieved by keeping your clinic up to date with the festivities, involving your patients with their video testimonies, pictures, sharing a story of a successful rehab, or rewarding achievements of your patients. For us to be able to do this, we have to make sure that all postings need prior approval. Please make sure that all pictures, especially with the patients, have signed testimonial release. Picture, video, or testimonial release forms would be provided to the head therapist. We would have a quick monthly meeting discussing agendas, sharing ideas, suggestions, recommendations on moving forward with our projects and reaching out to our patients more efficiently. Some of you have sent in some queries about the social media program. Thank you so much for that. In this presentation, we have already gone through the workflow, which has covered some of those questions. Let us go through those questions. There was a question saying how to change the status of the patient who has taken a free session and wants to start therapy, but is not sure of when they will be back. This is explained on the workflow. The status of the patient will be changed to SM reschedule, and the therapist needs to explain that we will set up a reminder in our system. We can tell the client that they will be sent a reminder in 1 week. The appointment will be a recall appointment and will be scheduled this SM Discovery Recall, which will be created by the front desk with the instructions from the therapist. Note, uncheck the Send Appointment Reminders box. Second question, if client agrees to continue with therapy after the free session, first session, do we need to schedule them as SM new client? Again, going through the workflow, if the free session is performed and client agrees to continue, a complete clinical evaluation will be performed. Keep the SM new client status. After the evaluation, schedule the follow-up following the same policy for a regular client. Question 3. What should we do if a patient comes for SM discovery with no insurance and does not want to do self-pay. In this case, we provide the advertised treatment, that is the compression massage, give a quick tour and explain to the patient what is done in the clinic when they come for therapy. We can also give them our contact of the broker. The cards are at the front desk who helps clients that needs insurance. And we're going to change the status of the patient to SM Discovery Discharge. Fourth, what if the patient has had a recent MRI with abnormal findings but want to start therapy? Is it okay to start without a referral? In this case, we all are clinicians. Based on your clinical judgment, if you're not sure, you can definitely reach out to Meher or Jayesh for further guidance. Question fifth. If an existing patient comes as a lead, will they still need to sign the welcome packet before they are screened? The answer to that is our welcome packet policy states that we need to have one every year. So yes, if for a new year, if the patient has come into the clinic in 2020, but is coming back as a lead in 2021, in that case, yes, they will have to fill out our welcome packet. If the patient comes in with a text as SM Discovery, is it required to put them in the schedule? Yes, SM Discovery visit, and it is arrived as SM new client. Next question is that if a patient who has been coming before comes for SM Discovery but wants to do a new body part, will the visit be arrived as SM new client or as a regular new case? If the client has an active case or active or current appointments but want to change the body part, then discharge the other case and create a new case. Create an appointment SM Discovery and arrive as SM new client. As we go forward with this process, you might have more questions. Always feel free to reach out to Meher, Jayesh, or James if you have further questions. The most important thing to follow is that always make a note on the system, changing the status or appointment type of the patient so that the next person is aware of what's the update on the patient. All right. So this is how we're going to be going forward with the SM, so our social media program, and all the best. Thank you.